Welcome, Aquarius, to Rays of Hope, Rainbow Light, Love, and Healing Tarot. How are you? My name is Hope, and of course, I haven't been here in a while, but I work full time, so it's really hard to get that energy really clear to do it right. Otherwise, nothing happens, So hopefully, I'll be doing more of them, but it's going to be a love reading about twin flames, soulmates, wherever you are in the love spectrum, or self-love, the most important aspect of love. And I wanted to read something that I've partially written, and it's about twin flames, just to get the clarity of what a twin flame really is and a soulmate. But it's really quick. It's about a minute read, so stay with me. So twin flames are two beings bound by love from lifetime to lifetime. They are not split in half. They are individuals bound by a merging of heart harmonics deep in the core. There's a frequency of harmony between them. And the ultimate harmonics of the human soul, connected and entangled. Once entangled, it doesn't detangle. It's constant, forever. All right, so your heart core and your heart chords, your chakras are all connected. Okay, so the ultimate time is now that you're in each other's lifetime, connected, whether you're here in the present or not, for eternal eternity, eternal lives. Okay, you do not always find each other, but you always know that somewhere, or here or somewhere, they are present with you. Note that also soulmates are very important. They are kindred souls who have met many times in different relationships throughout their lifetimes. And the purpose of meeting someone and love is about healing and raising the consciousness of a planet, of yourself. In love, frequency creates more love on the planet. The earth rises to another level. That's how we bring in golden civilization. So when you're healing a part of yourself, you are healing the collective. You are healing the planet. You are raising the consciousness. So when you meet a twin flame, know that it's going to be a great connection. However, there's a reflection of each other. There's catalytics that the catalyzes each other's process, because if you're not clear, well, now you're going to expose some things that need to be cleared, healed. Okay, and that's why sometimes it's so intense that sometimes twin flames don't last, because they come together to help each other get through a moment, a time where they clear things, where forgiveness, love, all that becomes part of their process and their relationship. And that's what love is about. It's not about neediness. It's not about holding on. That's not love. That is ego. That is manipulation. Love is not that. Love is free. And when you love yourself and you've cleared a lot of your historic karma, well, now you are free to be, and you harmonize with the earth. The earth has a heart. It's called the Schumann resonance, if you don't know. But anyway, you harmonize with the earth. You raise the vibration of the planet. You raise yourself, and you draw in more frequency of love around you. Your life changes. So this is when you meet someone who's doing the same work, it's a blessing, So anyway, we are mirrors alike, made from the same stardust, as neighboring stars, never touching, feeling we are about to collide. So let's go on with your reading, Aquarius, and stay with me. There's lots to do. I'm hoping in the future I will doing some chakra work with everybody, because love is about the heart. So we're going to be working on the heart chakra, doing different exercises, breathing, things that I can help you with to open up your heart and really find a deep intuitiveness that you might be missing, because we're so the matrix is so outside of ourselves that it bombards us and distracts us from our inner self. Okay, so let's start your reading, and let's see what's going on with Aquarius right now in the world of twin flames or soulmates. Let's see what's going on with you. Oh boy, here we go. So for Aquarius, what is going on? Differences. So there's something forbidden here. There's something here that you are looking at. You've maybe been part of this for a while. Perhaps there's family or friends that don't approve of a situation or relationship or connection that you're having right now. And it's come to your awareness here that maybe there is something that you should be looking at. So let's keep going on here and see if there's anything else that can help us understand this forbidden fruit. She's holding an apple, and family and friends around you may be seeing something that you're not seeing, Aquarius. So let's keep going and see what else is going on here. Another oracle for you. It says here you're divinely guided. So trust the journey, trust what's being said, feel, Aquarius. Sometimes you have to stay out of your head, and really get into your heart space and even deeper than that, into your emotional body, to really check out what is it that didn't check off the list that was on the positive side. Know that your connection is protected. You're always protected, but right now you're divinely guided to go deeper and look at what it is that is not right, that you've erased, that you've denied, that you don't want to know because you want to hold on to something that you feel you need. And that's where love isn't. Love isn't about need. Okay, so let's keep going here with some tarot and see what else we can find. And of course, I'd love to have a big studio, but I don't. I work from my kitchen table in my little dinette area, and this is my studio, but I wish I could have the whole table being shown to you, but I don't. I'm kind of an old-fashioned technology here, but one day I don't even know if I really need it. It's not something that I'm doing to as a part of my income. I have a full-time job, so it's very hard sometimes to do this, all the time, because you need rest in between the creative times. You can't just keep going and going because it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't come out right, So that's why I take breaks, because I do have a full-time job. But anyways, let's get back to you, Aquarius. Let's see what's going on with you. Let's see what the tarot has to say. So we have the Seven of Pentacles. I like this here, especially that, the Seven of Pentacles in this situation of this love reading, or, a very, very self-evaluation is going on. I think that you're looking and reevaluating this situation as well. I feel that you're thinking about it a little bit more. You're allowing yourself to look at it in different ways, and maybe in a long-term view as well, So let's keep going here and see what else we can see here for our Aquarians. So be on the lookout for things that you've overlooked, and then we'll look at some red flags. Well, I have a oracle here about red flags. It's called the Scarlet Love, but could be general message as well. But let's just keep going here. In the heart of the reading here, we have the Death card. So in the heart of the reading of a love reading, to me, this is a transition going on. You might be thinking of ending this right now, and not even looking at what the problem is. You're just like tired of feeling that people are saying, your friends, family, whatever, someone is saying this is not right for you. Maybe you should look at this a little deeper. There's a transition going on here. There could be an ending, or it could be you transforming the situation by learning from it, because everything is a lesson. Just because something ends, it doesn't mean it's the death. It means hopefully you learn something, and that's what each position of life is. When you meet someone, whether it's your boss, your family, your friends, there's always lessons in the relationship. So in this situation here, I feel that you may have this ending, and you may also have a transition into this understanding of your own process of love. What is it that you learned in this transition, in this ending? Okay, that's really important. So let's see what else is going on here. Oh, we have memories of past love. This is the Six of Cups. So there's a nostalgic feeling about the past for you. You want the sweetness of love. You want your heart. The Six of Cups is about a youthful inspiration, and your heart is longing for it. So it tells me that you have this very sweet little soul inside you, that has a memory of love, that it may not even be in this lifetime, but it's something that you remember, that you feel very deeply. And perhaps you've been looking for it, but you can't manufacture it, Aquarius. You can't make it a relationship what it isn't, So I feel that's a lesson here. During this transition, here's the youthfulness of love here. And that's what you should be feeling all the time. Not struggle, not pushing, not manipulating, not wanting to make it be something that it isn't. And that's why it's forbidden, because it's not what it should be for you. When you have the Six of Cups here and the probability or possibilities of this reading, it's talking about the youthfulness of love, that it always feels sweet, even if you're not in partnership with anyone. It's about self-love as well. You don't always need to be in a relationship to feel love, because you need to let go of anything that makes you feel that you're not loved. You are a being of stardust, and the outside world will always cram our brains with that we're not good enough, we're not beautiful enough, we don't have the right body, we're not wearing the right makeup, we're not having the right clothes, we don't have the right job. Those are all things that are not real. Those are illusions. All right, so start from the core of your essence, of the beauty that you feel, of this childlike, sweet love that you are, and use that energy to build the life around you. Okay, not what the Matrix tells us, 9-to-5 consumer matrix. We all get caught up in it, right? But we all learn, and it's here. That's what Earth is all about. It's about learning. Earth is a schoolroom, and it's rising in consciousness. It's definitely a new world is coming. Be prepared. It's going to be a world that's based on love, not on consumerism, and not on illusion, and not on manipulation, and not on, lies about who we are. But anyway, let's keep going here. So now we have the Eight of Pentacles. Yes, the Eight of Pentacles tells me that you are very, very you have wealth here. You know what is value. You know what is valuable. And you're how can I say? You're definitely want to put the work into this. It could be worth the work. And it may be worth the effort as well. To find out, well, what else can come from this relationship? Maybe look at it in a different way, so that if there is a closure, if there is an ending, you end it in a way where you say, wow, I really learned something here. If there's differences here and there's things that are not right, well, look at them in another way, and learn from them. So let's see what else is going on in the heart here of this connection. And we have the Three of Pentacles. So this person or connection that you have a connection with them in another way. Perhaps they're someone, I feel that you work together. Maybe you love the work that you do together. Maybe there's projects that you have with this person, but you've known this person, and I feel that it's gone to another place where it's kind of worn out. It feels to me that it's overworked and that there's nothing left. You're looking for that little resonance of, love that is kind of has nothing to do with, work, but has something to do with a deeper connection. And perhaps that's missing in all this. It's all about work, and you're working your love life into you're living to work instead of working to live. So let's just see here what else can be going on here that we can help you with, Aquarius, to see what else. So we have the Page of Pentacles. I feel that you're learning something definitely from this situation. You want that youthful energy back. You want the newness of love. You want fresh. That's why it's funny. It's right under the Six of Cups. What to me, you want the good feeling of love the way it used to be. I feel with this Three of Pentacles in the heart, it's overworked, it's worn out. This connection that you have is worn out, and don't hang on to it if it's not going to make you feel, very, very youthful, vibrant, connected within yourself, and having that same energy come from the other connection that you might be having right now. It's give and take. It has to be in balance. Masculine and feminine energies have to be in balance within each of us. And we have here the Three of Cups. So this is sweet. I like this. I think you have a lot of friends that are also supporting you here. They love to celebrate with you. Perhaps they've been calling on you. You're tired. You're working too much. You're into things that are keeping you from really expanding your heart and enjoying life in another direction. But I think that your friends are definitely been calling upon you, and maybe it's time to take time for you, and maybe this work relationship or this overworking is causing the worn out energy. Let's just say that. That's what I feel. There has to be some youthful inspiration here. And let's see what else we can find out here. We're almost here in this full spectrum here. Let's see. We have the Seven of Swords. So this is definitely something that your consciousness is looking at all the things. The Swords is about the mind. The Seven of Swords is looking at everything that doesn't make sense. You're looking deeper into the consciousness where you see things. Finally, you're looking at things and saying, why is this happening? Start to bring in brighter energy where you raise your consciousness, the shadows that have been accumulated through this relationship, or even within your own life. When you're with someone, you share the burdens of each other's emotional life. You know that. When you have an intimate relationship with someone, you're sharing those chakras. You're sharing that emotional life. So if one is more balanced than the other, the one person is going to carry those burdens until it's cleared and healed. And that's what relationship is about. But you don't have to be in a relationship to clear that. You can be in your own self-love to clear that. And as you heal your personal process or heal the connection with another, you are healing the planet. You're not just healing your lives, you are healing the planet. And that's what raises the consciousness of humanity. And that's what's going on right now, the shift. We're all moving out of the matrix, the illusion, the manipulation of something that's not real. It's not love, okay? And it's going into a new timeline. Mother Earth, Gaia, our Gaia, she is also moving and going into another consciousness of the fifth dimension. It's not a place, it's consciousness. It's about love. And when you surround yourself with love, your life changes. The way you speak, the way you move, what you express, how you treat others, how you treat yourself. Take care of yourself. Take good care of the things that make your body feel good, so that high vibrational food, good things that you keep around you, friends that support you, not bring you down. All this is about raising the consciousness of the earth and yourself at the same time. So those are the things you have to think about, letting go of things that are not helping you, supporting you in a positive way. And so, we can talk about this forever, but, I'm going to bring in things every time, when I can, because I, look at my website. I've been a healer for many, many years, and I talk to people. I use energy in, hands-on. I also have, remote healing as well. I used to do massage. I've done so much. I'm a writer. I've written a book. So anyway, I'd love to share all that with you, and in many different ways, but little at a time. Anyway, so the final card here I have here is the Five of Pentacles. So look at her. You don't want to be left out in the cold. And that's okay, because you're never left out. You have yourself, okay? Never feel rejected or lonely, because when you feel if you've ever been rejected, it's the universe protecting you from something that you need to step away from. Okay, so I feel that the Five of Pentacles here, there's definite conflict within yourself. You don't feel the value. There's the value that's here that you want in this connection, and it's a good time to definitely reevaluate, look at a long-term view with the Seven of Swords here that you have, and it's all saying, find a way to celebrate your life in a new way. Let go of things that don't support you in a positive way. Take care of your body. Take care of yourself. And don't let the outer noise of life detour you to a place that is not whole, that is not love. Okay? So let's see if there's any scarlet alerts for you. This reading is going on a little longer than I thought, but I think it was necessary. I never know how long my readings are going to be, but this one is definitely was meant to go deeper. You know, it's interesting how, you know, energy works, and the cards will always, you know, make me understand and discern them in a way that I feel is right or wrong. But whatever resonates, wonderful. Whatever doesn't, just leave it alone. Anyway, the scarlet energy here is about an apology. Well, apologies. What was at fault here? You know, what can you do to make it right? I feel there is no apology here. The scarlet energy here is telling me that you don't need to apologize to anyone. You just need to just say the truth. You know, be truthful about what you feel is what you need and what you want. And there's no apology needed here. So let's look at to see what the angel numbers are for you. Actually, no, let's do an oracle card. Let's do the whispers of love. The angels want to say something. Yeah, they do. The whispers of love, the angels of love have a message for you, Aquarius. And what's it going to be for you? I hope it helps you. Like attracts like. If you long for more love, be more loving. Yeah, so love yourself and emanate that love energy, okay? And that's going to attract the love that you want, you know, because you're clearing through the process all your past, all the things that you want to make right, okay? So let's see what the angel numbers are. I always like to have an angel number at the end of the reading. It's kind of gets us away from all this, and sometimes it really does connect to it. You know, I'm very surprised by it, but I want to see what your angel number is for this reading, Aquarius. Let's see. One 551. It says forward thinking, longing, ambition, forward thinking, stress, and depression. It says here, you have more control over your life than you realize. Learn and execute what interests you. Turn things around. Yes, it gets better with time. There are plenty of friends to make. So chill out, have fun, and open up and go outside. So the Three of Cups, follow the fun in your life. It's time to have fun and let go of this. You know, it's work, it's not love. So I hope I hope you enjoyed your reading. I did. It was really, really very insightful. And so hope to see you next time. Bye, Aquarius.